Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemons, and Natasha Lyonne has joined the MCU's Fantastic Four movie. Though we don't know who she'll be playing along with Walter Hauser and John Malkovich, I'm 100% certain Natasha will be playing H.E.R.B.I.E. I'm saying it right now. There are many roles still open for Natasha to play. Still, the actress is much more infamous for her voice contributing to her characters, which I think will play better for a sassy sidekick robot.
I am so getting raptured first. I've technically died on 3 separate occasions, and I've met God. Dude fucking loves me. All right, let's just get this out of the way. I'm a lesbian now.
Can I show you something?
Well, I'd love to, but I've got a very strict no second location policy. Kept me from getting Zodiac, so no, but, well, we do all have to go sometime.
It's like Dot from Spaceballs.
We all know Prince Valium is a pill. But you could have married him for your father's sake and then had a headache for the next 25 years.
So let's go through the casting, but discuss how Natasha being H.E.R.B.I.E. could mean Nova, the Xandarian mainframes becoming sentient, and how Paul is absolutely Mole Man and John is absolutely the Puppet Master. But first, you can support New Rockstars by checking out some of the awesome merch available right now over at nerdriot.shop. We just dropped 2 new shirts inspired by the latest Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. Plus, you can grab some awesome merch inspired by X-Men 97, the series. There's new merch added all the time, so support the channel and check out nerdriot.shop. Okay, let's get into it. So H.E.R.B.I.E. was first introduced in Marvel Comics Fantastic Four issue number 209 in 1979. The character was adapted from the cartoon character that appeared in NBC's New Fantastic in 1978 and was used as a replacement for the Human Torch, who was having a film created about him at another studio, so Fantastic Four just couldn't use him.
The signal. Orders from the Fantastic Four. Close in. Take Magneto prisoner.
Star Wars was also released around this time, so a sidekick robot was easily popularized. H.E.R.B.I.E. stands for Humanoid Experimental Robot B-Type Integrated Electronics. That's a mouthful. He's basically a computer built by Reed Richards and Master Zar, a chief scientist of Xandar. H.E.R.B.I.E. was built as a working artificial intelligence and assisted the Fantastic Four, occasionally helping their companions as well. The two created H.E.R.B.I.E. in hopes he could aid in their search and defeat of Galactus, who we also know has been cast as Ralph Ineson. Unfortunately, in the comics, there's a villain called Dr. Sun, an enemy of Master Zar. He had his consciousness trapped within the Xandarian computers, escaped, and transferred his mind into H.E.R.B.I.'s. He then used H.E.R.B.I.E. as a sleeper agent to use whatever he wanted. Sun tried to assassinate the Fantastic Four and failed. He then escaped H.E.R.B.I.'s body, entering the computers of the Baxter building, which, as we know, has a lot of weapons inside. Though knowing Sun could enter H.E.R.B.I.'s body again at any point in time, H.E.R.B.I.E. decided to sacrifice himself by entering the computer and destroying himself along with Sun. H.E.R.B.I.E. robots also exist throughout Marvel comic books and cartoons at different degrees throughout the following years. Different models come with different capabilities. This has me thinking about all the different AIs that have entered the MCU. Between every single one Iron Man made, Miss Minutes, and Supreme Intelligence, it's hard to understand what would make H.E.R.B.I.E. stand out from the others, especially since we've seen Jarvis and Ultron. Will H.E.R.B.I.E. be strictly for merchandising, comedic relief, maybe just a Roomba? We want to thank Geology for sponsoring this video, but also to thank them for making sure we look camera ready all day, every day. Geology's products use just a handful of powerful proven ingredients that have been trusted by dermatologists for decades. If you don't know where to start, Geology can create a simple and effective skincare routine just for you. All you gotta do is take a 30-second quiz. Geology can help you fight acne, reduce oiliness, prevent wrinkles, combat dark or puffy under eyes, have smoother, hydrated skin, and target signs of aging. Right now, if you use code NEWROCKSTARS100, Geology will give you 100% off their award-winning skincare trial set. You also get an additional bonus offer of up to 30% off one hair, skin, or body product when you add it to your trial. That's 100% off plus an additional 30% off. Oh, that's a lot of offs. Just click the link in the description or go to geolog.ie/rockstars100 to get started. If H.E.R.B.I.E. is still made from the Xandarian technology, it's capable of homing at least like one fellow Xandarian mind as a computer instinctively linked to the Xandarian world mind. And I know that's a lot of Xandarian technology and computers, but just stay with me for a second. We learned in What If Season 2, Episode 1 on Xandar, in a different universe, the planet had a Xandarian mainframe core, which worked like the Xandarian world mind. I add that because allegedly Fantastic Four will take place in an alternate universe, perhaps a universe that homes a Xandarian world mind, post or pre-constant attack or collapse. This could welcome Nova into the MCU, or if Xandar has collapsed, the world mind could have left H.E.R.B.I.E. with the history and whereabouts of Galactus. Galactus had many heralds. These are people that would find planets for Galactus to consume. One was actually the Silver Surfer. Another was a Xandarian Nova Corps Captain Gabriel, aka Airwalker, who was traveling with a small crew in space and was teleported from his ship to Galactus. He was then offered the role of Galactus's new herald and he accepted it. Later, another fellow Xandarian who was upon Gabriel's ship as a crewmate, Firelord, would also serve as Galactus's herald. So it's no surprise Xandarians have come across Galactus, but seeing as the Xandarian world mind is a computer entirely compromised of experiences, histories, and personalities of deceased members of the Nova Corps and Xandar's population, it could link that information to H.E.R.B.I.E, making H.E.R.B.I.E a very important key figure in this movie. There's also the theory that H.E.R.B.I.E, since casted as Natasha Lyonne with a female voice, could suggest the Xandarian mainframe core exists within H.E.R.B.I.E itself. The villainous son used H.E.R.B.I.E as a sleeper agent in the comics. The same could be said for the Xandarian mainframe core, though I like to think once turned on, the Xandarian mainframe core becomes H.E.R.B.I.E, like it became H.E.R.B.I.E. She's now just like an exhausted 40-something-year-old woman with a raspy smoker voice, just like Natasha Lyonne. She's just done. She's had it.
So if I just take a shit in a can and then I label it chili, you gonna eat that? I am not a cockroach. Why would you call me a cockroach? I mean, what does that even mean, a cockroach?
I'm still pretty much a dumbass, and I'm doing just fine.
So we've now officially got the Fantastic Four, Galactus, Shia with the powers of the Silver Surfer, H.E.R.B.I.E, and John Malkovich and Paul Walter Hauser as unnamed characters. Who could John and Paul be playing with that aligns with the cast we already have since the plot has not been disclosed? John Malkovich is a super strong, great, phenomenal actor, but there's a reason he gets roles and J.K. Simmons gets his roles. I feel like they both audition for the same parts at times. Malkovich is really good at playing crazy and wacky and extremely angry to a degree that it's uncomfortable and silly. I think he'll be playing a bad guy, and I agree with our friend Maud Garrett, friend of the family, he could be playing Puppet Master.
And then John Malkovich has been cast in an unknown role.
Puppet Master. Show a picture? I brought a picture with me. I think that's John Malkovich.
Is this
Come
purely based on baldness and...
Yes!
Okay. And there
John Malkovich has such an essence about him.
Not only does John resemble Puppet Master, but his stepdaughter being Alicia Masters can be that relationship with Ben Grimm during the movie. So we'd have to expect an Alicia Masters also make an appearance, but once Alicia Masters is confirmed and casted, I would immediately suggest he's playing the Puppet Master. I think John and Paul's characters will be constant, everyday villains to the Fantastic Four, but all hell breaks loose once Galactus is aware and ready to consume Earth. Paul Walter Hauser is usually playing someone that's, in better terms, a big dumb idiot. In an interview with IGN, he said, "The character I'm playing is in sort of a lexicon and mythology of the Fantastic Four stories, and it's a very distinct character." The internet immediately suggested that this is Mole Man, and I equally agree. A reoccurring Fantastic Four villain, and I could see him constantly appearing as a nuisance, like the Underminer to the Incredibles. If the Fantastic Four are in different universes and come to ours, we have to be prepared to either lose these newfound characters or pull them into our world. And I think the Puppet Master and Mole Man are two villains that can be one-offs, though H.E.R.B.I.E can always just be there, or we can get different versions of them throughout the franchise. There's always more H.E.R.B.I.Es to share. I always want to say Kirby's or Furbies, but it's H.E.R.B.I.Es. We can share H.E.R.B.I.Es everywhere. Let me know who you want Natasha, Paul, and John to play in the comments below. Follow me at Lulu_Clemons and subscribe to all 3 channels of the New Rockstars Network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.